can do you can sleep with 100 men, you know, doing the worst of the worst, and make man poo in your face, in your mouth, like anything.
Pretty with a purpose. God is for you, God is for me. No one be against us.
Pretty with a purpose.
So welcome to Pretty with a Purpose. This is my new podcast where I'm going to be talking about just being pretty but having a purpose. Not just looking good, but also chasing your dreams, following that bag, and, you know, having your own path in life. So yeah, we create our own reality, and that's what this show is about. Just letting us know that we are the author of our lives. Let me introduce myself and my guests. So I'm Nkaazenia, and today on Pretty with a Purpose we have
Yeshi Renee. Yep.
So yeah, well, first we're gonna talk about, like, does a man respect a woman if she doesn't have any money, if she's broke, vice versa? Like, we have to go both ways. What do you think? Does a man respect a woman?
No, I don't think so.
If she's broke?
I don't think a man, not even if the lady or woman, whatever, not even if a female is broke, I think man, them just like, what's the word? It's like them kind of idolize women when them see certain things. Like if they see, oh, they're, you know, buying expensive clothing, or you know, taking certain trips, you know, like, you know, some people have this facade lifestyle on Instagram. Because as I said, anyways, you carry on.
No, so what are you saying? Like, you believe that a man doesn't?
I believe that a man don't respect a woman
that is trying.
Don't respect a woman that is trying, or even if she's got a 9 to 5, you know, they more respect a woman where have those material stuff. Yes, yeah.
I would say, for the most part of it, it depends the type of guy. Say that they think that they have money, because some of the guys, like, they don't have money, but say that they have the persona that they have money, or they have money. Those type of guys, I believe, the ones with money and without money, actually, and without money, they don't like to look after a woman, and they don't like to, like, see that, like, she doesn't have nothing and that she needs help. And for them to give her help, I feel like it's very hard of them. So the question is, like, does a man respect a woman that doesn't have money? Yeah, I don't believe that they respect a woman that don't have money. Because we're going to flip it over. So don't just think we're talking about just the woman's side. But if a woman doesn't have money, I feel like the man, I don't know, I think, like, men think like women too, and we think that they don't.
He just treats her like anyway, like, you know, like she has to obey by his rules and regulations, like, you know, cause,
like, you feel like control. Yeah,
basically he's controlling you. Like, a lot of situation where, you know, a woman can't really provide for herself, so she has to depend on the man, is like they manipulate the woman. You know, like, they can do whatever they want, really. And then them know that they can do whatever they want, and they know that the woman is still not going to leave them because of, like, you know, she needs help. But yeah, that's just what it is. I was saying as well, let me give you an example. Like, myself, you know, I don't really post, like, I'm not the person to just, like, show, oh yeah, look at this, my receipt, oh, I just bought this.
I have an example as well, actually.
I just bought this, you know, expensive shoes, look at my receipt, or I just bought whatever, oh, diamonds, let me post this and show it on my Instagram, I just bought this, and lots of receipts and stuff. And I noticed that the girls that do that, you see, most people is like drawn to that lifestyle, and it's like
a facade.
That's
like,
what I was
when they
saying.
say, like, fake it till you make it, because most people, like, they're faking it, like faking that they have this type of lifestyle.
Yes,
that
I
they're
wasn't
this type
finished with
of
my point.
high class type of person, but they're really not. Like,
exactly,
but
they're not. But they let people believe that, and then the guys would now like
love it, and
them
fall for
idolize it, fall for it, and it's like them respect those type of girls more, where showing off, like basically showing, oh, I've got this and I've got that. But mostly, like, those same girls that showing all of those stuff, they're doing all kind of disgusting, nasty things. But the guys, them, not for them, they know. They not a lot of them. A lot of the guys know what these girls are doing, but they just don't care what they're doing as long as they can show that life that they like.
Yeah.
So you can be doing your 9-to-5 work, but they're gonna look at you as, oh, you're not up there, you know. Look at the Instagram as well. For example, you will see a guy more liking showing more material stuff. On Instagram, a guy would like that more, than a girl that's just coming in a little like Fashion Nova or Pretty Little Thing.
Well, what I wanted to speak about is, like, look at, like, people that have money, like people like in the NBA, people that are musician, those type of people that have money. I know that people like to say, yeah, they have money, so they should, like, be with people that have money, but most of them, they go around using women, like, that don't have the money. So say that, like, a guy in the NBA player, like, he's an NBA star, most of the time he's not gonna settle. Like, guys say that they will settle with a girl that has, like, nothing, but most of the time that NBA player is most likely gonna settle with someone from his neighborhood, someone the daughter of Steve Harvey, like somebody, like, that's what they're trying to reach for. Most of the time they're gonna go for someone close to them, like in their reach, that has money most likely. Like, you don't catch Michael B. Jordan like wanting to date somebody like that doesn't have it, even though he said that he would do it. Like, him, Trey Songz, and them people, most of them, like Trey Songz, they look like they go around with different girls that don't have it, and, like, you know, they're not looking at them like at a high level, because just because you don't have money, I don't believe that you're a different level from somebody who was born into wealth, like Lori Harvey. Like, I feel like even if you came from, like, Tivoli Gardens, because, you know, even the Jamaican artists, like, do you see them dating people from Tivoli Gardens? All they talk about in their songs is, like, uptown. Like, they want someone from uptown. So
they just want those type of people, like a ghetto girl just to sleep with. They will sleep with them, but they're not gonna have them like as a wife.
And that's wrong, because if you came from the struggles,
it's wrong.
If
But
you
that's
came
just how
from,
they see. They want someone that's on their level now.
but that girl's still on your level, because she's sent from God. Because you can't buy that.
Yeah, but they don't want that. They want a woman what is gonna take everything that they have.
But
that's what they like.
So they like witches.
They like
because that's a witch.
They like the woman where love the material stuff. That's what they like.
That woman ends up tearing them down. Sorry to say, but like Khloe Kardashian and Lamar. But anyway, let's flip it over and say, does a woman respect a man with no money? Because I believe that a woman that has a man with no money, most likely, I feel like most women, like, would respect a man without no money. Like, I'm not gonna lie, but I feel like because of experiences that they've had, maybe make them, like, think like, oh, like, the broke guy done this to me. It's like the broke guy done this to me, and the rich guy is gonna do the same thing. So which one would you rather? Like the girl says, like, oh, I'd rather cry in a Rolls Royce. But I feel like women is 50-50.
I've always said that, like,
it's about love.
Definitely about love. 100% about love. Sometimes you're in a relationship and it can be a bit like your partner can't really afford to give you certain things. It just make the relationship like you have more. It can make the relationship unhappy when you don't have,
to be honest,
when you can't afford to do certain things, you know, with your partner. So it's more ideal to have someone that, you know, even if it's a little date or talking about myself, but I've heard a lot of females like say, oh, you know, no broke man, whatever. But speaking for myself, definitely I just go for someone because of love, really. Like if I really have a genuine feeling for them, it's not really about what they can give me, because I've dated some real low status and I was alright with that. Yeah, as long as you can do,
most females have dated people that don't have money,
as long as you can just like take me on a few dates and, you know, we're just happy, like me and you, I don't mind. But I don't want no bum where don't have like a goal or no plan for life. Like, you know, I want someone that's, you know, have a vision, they know what they want and working towards it. But you might not have it at the moment. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, this might be a bit off topic, but it's still related to it, because I was thinking that for me, you said what you would like, but for me, I would want someone that I feel is like God sent. Like, yeah. I don't know, people make it feel like one of my ex told me that you're living in like the fairy tale. Because that's what one of my ex told me, that I'm living in the fairy tale, because like I just feel like I want someone that is God sent, and I've never felt like I've met someone that is God sent. Yeah. Like, I don't know, like the reason why you said you're living in a fairy tale is because a lot of people out there is not like us. They don't have the mindset of us. Like, they just think differently, they view life differently, you know. Like, they go for a guy because of money and what they can get out of the relationship. So that's probably why him say I live in a fairy tale land, because, you know, it's like everything to you is like I want him to see like me with my fairy tale.
You view life soon like in a positive light, and him just feel like say a bear demons is out there. So yeah,
I believe that, like, you know, it doesn't really matter what a man has, but he does have to bring some type of stability to my life, because I don't want someone that doesn't have stability and can't, like, say I have a child for you, can you even buy my child formula? Like, I don't want that. No, I don't want that. Like, you know, we want to be better than like the generation before. We want to do better than the generation before. We want to like break generational curses. Like, we don't want to, we've seen like our mom struggle. We've seen like our father struggle. We've seen like where we come from, like struggles already. So why do we want that for our life? You know, we want a change. We want difference. That's what we want for our life. But
definitely, to
answer the question, I would date a guy, as you said, with nothing but with vision, like with a purpose, and that I feel is God sent.
Okay, I've got a question. Would you date a guy that is ugly and doesn't have any money? Sorry, I shouldn't use the word ugly, because I don't really call anyone ugly. Everybody is beautiful in their own way.
People struggle.
But would you date someone that's not good looking and don't have nothing at all?
Yeah.
Is ugly.
If he has a vision to get to somewhere.
Okay.
That's as long as he has a vision to get to somewhere and he makes me happy, I will date him. Well, but to be honest, it's not gonna be easy, because I don't really like ugly.
Exactly.
No, what I'm saying, but that means that it must have been his heart like that, because I've dated ugly.
No, but he probably have something and he's doing well for himself. That's why.
No, don't say that. No, I'm talking about like when I was in school. But
okay,
I don't know.
Well, no, because
You wouldn't date someone ugly or broke?
No, because that's gonna make me so sad and unhappy. Like I don't like to be unhappy at all. That's why I go for relationship.
So you judge it based on futuristic things. You don't really judge on the heart.
No, it has to be the heart as well. No. It has to be the heart as well. But
so say that he has a great person, and I'm
not gonna feel anything for a guy that doesn't look up to standards.
I guess it's alright because men.
I'm not gonna feel nothing at all.
Men wouldn't want to be with someone.
If I'm with someone like that,
that's ugly. Then
I feel like at least do something to make me happy. If your face and your features and what you have don't make me happy, then I have to something else. You have to give me another life where gonna make me over the top happy. So I'm just not gonna be with a guy where I'm not happy with. I have to be happy with you. I have to be able to look at you, love everything about you. Else the relationship is not gonna work. I don't see myself with someone that I'm not gonna be with anyone just because of money or what they can give me. No.
Do you think guys respect like women? What do you call it when people have like the apps on Instagram that they do sexy stuff on? Sorry, I don't even remember.
OnlyFans.
Do you think guys respect like a woman with the OnlyFans account?
This is what I just said to you.
Do you think a guy respects a girl with like OnlyFans account? She does porn as well on different sites.
100 million, 1,000%.
She's into like threesomes, which we're not into. We're chosen and blessed by God.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yes, 100%. Definitely. Because I was saying that in the beginning. That's what I was trying to say. Like, no matter what these girls do, they can do porn, they can do OnlyFans, they can do whatever. As long as they can show that them have that high lifestyle. A guy is more drawn to them than he is to a girl that's doing our 9 to 5 or just wearing our normal little, basic clothes. Them just want a woman with that status and that lifestyle. It doesn't matter what you did. You can do you can sleep with 100 men, doing the worst of the worst. I met man pooing in your face, in your mouth, like anything, and
you think they would like that?
They will still want that girl.
You think they will accept a girl that's going to Dubai
that
and that's happening to her?
All of this expensive stuff and this lavish life. They don't care about what the girl has done. They don't, they really don't.
That's interesting.
They really don't care. Them rather a girl doing the worst of the worst. Look at those musicians. Come on, just use them for example. We've heard how many things about most of these musicians.
But look at Kim Kardashian. I don't want to call names.
I'm not gonna call any names, but look at her as well. Exactly, they don't care what
Kim
Kardashian
done in your past. Has done a lot in her past, but she's being wifed up. Like everybody is like trying to wife her.
Exactly, because of the money and what she has now. So it doesn't really matter what you do. The nastiest of the nastiest girls is respected mostly. The girls that's humble and don't really show off things on Instagram or is the ones where them put lost.
My story came to my head. Is like I was just thinking that like a guy as well, they do really love it like when you show off, because I feel like I'm just a humble person. I'm not gonna lie, like I'm someone, I like nice stuff, but I don't like to show, like flaunt it like that. Like I'm not someone who wants to like say, oh look, I will wear it and if you see it you see it, but like I'm not gonna say, oh look, I've got like a Bentley car now. Oh, I'm driving a Mercedes whip. Like I'm not gonna let everybody know. That's just me. But I feel like guys, they love to know that, like
to see that.
Like they want to know that, like, oh, your trainers is your whip. Because there was a guy on my thing. He's watching what I drive, and he was like, "You're driving that, yeah?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro. I
was wearing these trainers and I just remember this guy like looking into my shoe to see what the name is. Like they like stuff like that. When you wear expensive stuff like they feel like,
I don't think it should
that shows value.
But that doesn't show value though.
because a lot of these girls sometimes, as I said, it's like a facade.
And don't talk about what people do for that though.
Wait, that's what we just said. They do anything for it.
Like,
they do anything for that lifestyle, but the guys don't care. They still respect them. They don't care what nastiness they've been through to have that.
Yeah, you get a few guys. I will just back up the little few guys that like. They like kind of. Some of them guys are pretend like. Some of them are investigators, and they will investigate women and their background, like, and maybe see that like. But for the majority of them, it's like, I guess they're saying, oh, what you did in your past. Like a girl said, oh, I was a hoe. She said she was a hoe, but it's been cancelled now. So this year it's cancelled. Her whole being a whole card has been cancelled. So maybe that's how the guys see it.
No, that's not how they see it, because the girls is doing this thing in this present moment. It wasn't their past. They're doing this right now in this moment, and they know that this girl is on only I can't even say it properly. They know that this girl is on OnlyFans, or you know, she's a porn star or whatever, but yet still they still respect her more than they would respect a normal 9-to-5 girl, you know. And as I was saying, like, a lot of these people, musicians and stuff, they do a lot of nasty stuff, but the audience, not even just men, female as well, the audience, their fans, they don't really care what they've done in their life or what they're doing. They just want to know that, oh yeah, this person is popping, they have money. They don't even care if you sell your soul. Like, they don't business about that. They're just gonna hype you up once you show that life that they like to see. That's just what it is.
Because there's some like girls that like they call them hype girls, and they say that they go around in Jamaica, in the islands, and they like sleep with different people for money. But then when you look at them, they're dating some men that like. But does those men really respect them and wife them though? Let's think about that though. Do they really wife them?
You just said Kim Kardashian go wife.
But she's the highest level though. I don't know. I don't know the lowest level though. Like the lowest level is like Kim Kardashian. She's making like the millions. I feel like when you're not making millions, maybe.
No. They will still get wife. They will still get wife. Trust me.
You think
because the guy
maybe as long as they act like it.
They feel like they can brag and boast like, oh yeah, my girl's making this, or my girl can buy this, or this and whatever. So it doesn't really matter, as I said, about what she's done. But yeah, on the other hand, I was saying about these girls, some of them were actually, they don't really have it. They can't really afford to buy these things. Like, I know someone that's put up a whole receipt of like a shoes for like 1,500.
They said that a girl did that on Instagram.
A receipt of 1,500 for a shoe. But then if I say, oh, do you want to sign your son up for, or your daughter up for, you know, for this, let's say my son goes to football, so yeah, I'll say that, do you want to sign your son up or your daughter up for a football team? They'll be like, oh no, that's too much. But yet still, you can buy a shoe for yourself, or even hair for yourself for that amount of money, but yet still you can't pay a £200 a month or whatever for your child to be in football. How is that? I don't get stuff like
priorities,
that.
Not
and then the same person, you just buy a 1,500 shoes, and then the next day you're telling me that you don't have money to buy groceries. Like, your fridge is empty.
Well, I heard that there was a mixed race girl on the train
what is that
talking about
like,
her friend.
I don't get that.
Saying that her friend always has her lashes done, her nails done. She said it so loud on the train. Her friend always has her lashes, her nails done, but she was like, why is this girl asking me for £50?
Exactly.
She's like, she has the longest inches Brazilian. And she's like, she's asking me for £50. I'm tired. That's what she was saying to the train.
But these guys don't know that these girls
are living a lie. Like,
that's putting out these expensive stuff. They don't know that them actually, as you say, living a lie. You know, they're depending on us, the girls that doesn't really brag and boast, to, like, you know, be there for them, lend them a help 20 or whatever. But yet still you're posting this hype lifestyle on Instagram, but you can't support your children or your household. You know, that's just wrong. But yeah, also I wanted to say about this situation that happened to me. I told him my brand is all about being a boss chick. A boss chick to me is handling your own. You know, you don't really depend on nobody really. And my kids is good. You know, I provide for them. That is what I call a boss chick. And this is what he said to me. I'll never forget this. Oh, you can't call yourself a boss chick and you don't wear designer.
Is that real?
It's real. I've told you this. This was years ago. I told you this, but you probably forget.
You never forgot.
I'm not gonna forget that because it's just
no. Yes.
Exactly what my point is. Like, people value material stuff. It give you that status. Like, them run down, them idolize these girls that can.
If you think about it, most people don't have it before they make it. Like.
Yeah, like, most people don't, but
Beyonce had to like get her mom to sew up stuff. Like, everybody has like a way. Like, you have to make the stallion has to do her own makeup, like, and everything before she made it. Like from her clothes to, like, you know, you have to work with what you've got. But
some people them don't even see it like up and coming. Like, they don't understand about up and coming. They think you should just be that perfect person already. You should have all of the designers, your body should be on point. Like, look how much artists have gone through fat. Some them wig is the worstest wig ever. You know, some them teeth, you know, like, not everybody have to look this certain way. That's why enough girls nowadays them feel like, say, to make it in life, them have to go through a lot of surgeries, and that's sad. And that we'll leave that for another topic though. Boss chick situation where I was telling the guy that, oh yeah, I view myself as a boss chick because of my life and what I do for myself and my children.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then his reply was, I shouldn't say that I'm a boss chick because I don't really wear designers and stuff, and I need to have designers. You know, if I want to be an artist, I need to be showing these. Well,
to some extent, like being an artist is about image.
Yeah. Like,
it is about image, but it doesn't have to be the real image. That's just what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if he thinks that you should have real designer, because being an artist, lots of artists, they start off with a lot of fake stuff.
Yeah, I know that, but I don't really like to do the fake things.
But I
don't feel comfortable to be in fake.
But I'm saying, sometimes being a boss chick is just your aura. It doesn't always have to be about
and that's how I feel. That's how I feel.
So it could be both ways. You could do the fake things, but it could just be about your aura.
That's how I feel.
How you want to maneuver your career. Yeah. Like, but I don't think being a boss chick is about buying 10 Chanel bags and buying like Balenciagas, no.
And me, anyways, I feel like myself, like, I'm very natural, and I can just put on a £10 top and whatever, and I make that top look like $1 million.
I know, that's right.
$1 million girl, you know. So I don't really need expensive stuff, as they would say, because, like, I don't really compare myself to nobody, but, like, enough time I put on my stuff, I don't have nothing, no fake body, no fake nothing. And me and them artists, they will do all of the surgeries and all of the stuff, and they have all of the right cameras and all of the quality stuff. I still don't see them above me.
It's not good to see no one above you though.
I still don't see them above me.
No
so
one
what
above
you're saying
yourself.
about you have to have that expensive stuff to have that image. I feel like I was born with that image.
I know, that's right.
So yeah, what should we touch on?
So the point of that is just to say, basically, like, you know, just because someone doesn't have money, or just because someone doesn't boast, or just because someone doesn't brag, and they're humble, I don't think you should look at that person like and not respect them. That's just the point of that. Like, we can like show more respect and give props to girls that are humble, give props to the girls that are trying, give props to the girls that are like working and they're trying to figure out their life, like, because girls, like, you know, they're working, they're trying to become who they're meant to be, and they're not selling their soul, they're not selling their bodies, they're just in uni studying, or they're working their 9 to 5. They're trying to do their career on the side. Give props to those girls and respect them. Don't just respect those Instagram girls with like, I'm not saying nothing wrong with those Instagram girls, of course, because you know I'm in that category too. So, but don't just respect those Instagram girls with like the followings and the likes. I mean, their life is fine as well, because I hate as well when people see sometimes my account. I feel like sometimes people judge Instagram girls. Like just because you're on Instagram doesn't mean that you do dirty stuff, and doesn't mean that you're nasty. Because I'm on Instagram, I take pictures, but I'm a very
godly person,
clean-hearted person, and I pray and I love God. So don't judge people as well, because you don't know who is who. There could be someone who is not on Instagram and being in the church. You just don't know. You just don't know. Don't judge the girls that just because they're taking a little picture showing their flat little tummy, you know, and their little body and their cute face. Like, don't judge them, because of course, but
they just feel like, as you say, all of those girls is just into the nasty stuff, going to Dubai and doing anything for money.
And not every girl is like that, but
I've never done that in my life, and I would never do that. Like, I don't put myself that low. I'd rather live without than to do nasty things to get it.
That's right. Okay, let's just talk about peace, because I've been on a journey. Like, this is a bit calming down. I don't know if I should do this last, but we want to talk about peace. Like, I just want to talk about, like, I went to like a little seminar and I was discussing with some friends about peace. I wanted to discuss like about your peace, protecting your peace, and what is peace. How important is peace, and what is it to you?
Well, peace is very, very important to everybody.
You said interesting question. He really likes my question. I know, that's right.
Peace to me is just like being happy. Happiness is a form of peace to me. So when you have the right people around you that bring you that peace, is very important. So peace to me is finding happiness.
You know, peace is so important, like, to me at this moment, and I'm trying to protect my peace at every cost. So peace to me is like, you get peace from living righteously. So that's what we was talking in our group. So you know why rich people don't have peace a lot of time. Not all rich people, but a lot of people with a lot of money, sometimes they have no peace in their life. Do you know why? They don't have no peace because their life that they're living is unrighteous. And it's not that you have to be this holy, reverend person, but God is not going to be happy with someone that lives totally unrighteous. Like, all you do is like, you get up, you don't even want to see other people win around you. You get up and I don't know, you live unrighteously, meaning like some of these people, like, they do evil stuff to their people around them and say that they even get this wealth. Did they even share it? Some of them don't want to even give their money out to people. But I feel like, me talking about myself, like, I would get peace. I tell myself this because I'm not perfect, and obviously I'm trying to be better, but I get peace from arguing less. That's why I tried to stop arguing with people.
Have to laugh out loud for that one.
I get peace. I get peace from arguing less, because how can it be Sunday morning and you want to argue?
Talking to me, because we are sisters that like we clash a lot, and a lot of families have that situation as well. But we know that our little clash is not nothing major where we're gonna like hate each other or you know be evil. It's nothing to do with evil,
but it's
not
good. Life, you just here, you have one life, you just want to be happy, and you want to try and be positive as much as possible, because you know sometimes you argue with your mom, you argue with your sisters, you argue with your family around you, but sometimes you just want to be kind, more kind. This pastor said that his wife, basically the devil used to use her,
Okay.
because she had a big purpose, because he has a big purpose on his life. Every morning, like especially on a Sunday, the lady will like scream at him and say, why you not wash the plates, why you not do this?
No, I believe that.
Like, why don't you do this, why don't you do that? Because because that Sunday in the morning he was meant to preach a very powerful message. Of course there's good pastors and there's bad pastors, but I believe that he probably was a good one, that he had a powerful message to preach to the crowd. But every Sunday morning, like, his wife would attack him on the Sunday morning when he's meant to deliver a message to a crowd. So I feel like sometimes you don't know what is going on, because arguing as well it's not good for your peace, for your well-being, for your mind. When you got your purpose, when you got to focus on stuff in life, like you know, who wants to sit down and be arguing every minute, even though stuff does need to be said?
So much going on, is like you can't really focus on what you need to do. So as you say, the pastor talk about the devil and stuff, it's like some family really is meant to be working together, like, you know, even our brothers and stuff, they're probably supposed to come together and work together and do something that the Most I want them to do, but because of the noise around them and people trying to part them and stuff, is like they're not really reaching their goal, what the Most I have planned for them.
Yeah, and I believe, you know, the devil, like, sometimes wants to take away people's peace a lot of the time. Like, there's a scripture in the Bible, but I don't know the scripture very well. I just know it's like, it says something like, the devil is seeking its prey, basically, seeking to devour its prey. So the devil is working, and it tries to take away people's peace a lot of times, because they know when you have peace, that's how you fulfill God's will, because peace comes with your purpose. Having peace comes with your purpose. When you don't have peace, as you were saying, it's hard to fulfill your vision. And that's what we was talking about in this debate group. We were saying that, like, there was someone in the Bible, which I can't remember who, but he had to move three times because he never had no peace. And on the third move that he moved was when, like, he found peace, and where he basically got to fulfill God's will. Peace, when you have peace, is like you're more easier to fulfill God's will.
Yeah. Like,
you can't fulfill God's will like without peace. You need peace. Like, that's why sometimes in people in the struggles, like in the ghetto, like, it can be done, but like
it's harder for them.
I think the government, like, but the government and people know that, like, poverty sometimes it can't stop it,
will set you back.
but it sets you back very heavy, like, because seeing people killed every day, gunshots, like your mom suffering, like there's no peace around you.
It's so hard for people to thrive in our areas.
So that's why a lot of people from the ghetto is like making it out of a war zone. And that's not even just the ghetto. It's like you can live in a house with people, with the family members as well, that make it extremely hard for you to reach your full potential. Because I realize, like, when I'm around people that encourage me, motivate me, and that's like a fan of me, is when I do better. Like, that's what most people need. Like, you need to be around someone who's gonna help you to excel, someone who's gonna be a fan of what you're doing and say, look, like, do this, you know, you haven't posted, like, why you not posting, like, you're, like, you know, without like thinking selfishly. So that's the type of environment you want to be around to win. Someone that can see you and believe in you as well, because you don't want to be around people that's like unbelievers and don't see your purpose and where you're going and who you truly are, because that can bring you down.
Yeah.
So yeah, peace is very.
Kanye West that said something like that. Was it Kanye West?
I
think it was Kanye West. He's like, don't be around people that don't know who you are, because like those people, when
never heard that.
Yeah, like he said something like that. Like when they don't believe, they can start, when like you're around people that don't believe in you, they can start making you forget who you are.
Yeah, that's true. That's what I'm saying. You need people to remind you of who you are. Like, because you know who you are, but sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, when you're around the wrong crowd, it's just like your image can be tainted, like especially in different areas, and you see people, all you see is people like, I don't like to use people's situation to put anyone down, but I just want to use it as an example. But like, say that all you see around you is like babies having babies, and it's just like, you don't want to. It's a blessing to have children, blessing, but sometimes you want different for your life, and you just want changes. But like when you see these stuff around you, you can become a product of your environment.
Of course.
So you need to place yourself around people and things that remind you, like, okay, like, oh, even if you,
that's
like Drake said
want.
that he used to drive to his neighborhood.
Yeah, I remember that.
Well, we did that before, so was you there in the car?
I do that sometimes, to look at the houses that I want.
Yeah, look at houses that we want in the future.
That's I will get.
We already have it. What do you mean?
I do. I have it.
Yeah, we have it.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, but yeah, so your peace is important, because that's what I was gonna say. Without peace as well, it's like it's very hard to be fruitful, like to be fruitful and to like reap the seeds that is meant for you, to like break generational curses as well, like. So your peace is extremely important, so protect it at all costs. Yeah,
definitely. Like as you were saying about the ghetto as well, going back to that, like, you know, when I'm there, it's like when you wake up with noise, gunshots, people arguing, you hear this woman accost this woman the nastiest way, you know. It's like you just wake up in an angry way, like an angry environment, and that's not good. And that just, it come like it just spoil your whole day. Like that's the way you're waking up. You need to be waking up with happiness, you know. And sometimes life is not all about being perfect and being peaceful. Sometimes, you know, sometimes you need a little bit of that as well.
Yeah,
you know.
There's a version.
You can't just
fears, man,
give thanks in a real life, bigger version. Yeah. So yeah, sometimes the struggle and the environment where you come from, it make you who you are. Because I have to give props to my brothers, like Maja Bless. Always my brother, Imani, Come. You know, he's got his own business, and they're just being role models in their community. So big them up. And even my cousins as well come from Tivoli Garden, and them have them degrees too. Like people look at them and say, oh, they act like they're too nice. Like my family is just different from other families, and I'm grateful for that my family is not into no gang and war and all of them something, you know. They're people for the community to look up to.
What I wanted to ask you is, and I'll ask myself as well, but I wanted to ask is like, what's it like being born in the ghetto? Because most people, like, they don't know that like we was born in the ghetto, like we was born in like Jamaica. Because I have an English accent, like I came here when I was young, but I was born in Jamaica in the ghetto.
Yeah.
And she was born there too.
Yeah, and I came here before you, but my accent don't change. I came here older, so that's why. You came here when you was 6, and I came here at like
teenager.
Almost 12. No.
12, 13, teenager, nearly teenager.
I went to year 7. Year 7, that's 11 and 12.
You said 12 you came here.
Yeah, almost 12 I said.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to go primary school, but then there was no space, so I just went straight
12 years old in primary school?
No, I was 11 then. I was 11. They was
It was
gonna
the end of year 6 going to
they
year
were
7
gonna put me in
basically.
primary school, but they said there was no point, and then I went to year 7. But anyways, it doesn't matter. I have a Jamaican accent, which I'm proud of because of my mom and my sister, my whole family that's around me. So I still have my accent. I give thanks for that, and I feel like Jah know what he's doing because it's you know, me. Like, I feel like this is me. And even with my music as well, you know, I have my raw patois. Even though some people in Jamaica don't think I'm like, they can't really hear it. They feel like, oh, I'm watered down.
Oh, really?
Foreigner music.
Yeah, you know,
that's what they
one
think
thing I don't like
music.
about is like sometimes Jamaican, like, you know, this boy calls me English and his mom. Like, why do they like?
No, but I understand if them call you English because you have like you don't talk patois at all. I don't really hear you talk patois. Like me, I mix it. I can't speak I can't speak full patois, and I can't speak full English.
But I feel like I sound Jamaican.
You don't.
What do you mean?
She can't talk patois at all.
I just wanted to say that just for fun.
She's like a English person trying to speak patois. It's very funny.
What did I say? What do you mean?
Like,
does that sound bad?
It just sounds weird to me. Weird because I don't really hear you speaking patois ever in your life. And you were the one who came here, come teach me more patois. Like, you even teach me songs that I didn't know when you came. Like, you were talking so proper Jamaican. And look at you.
I'm English now.
You're fully. You don't ever speak patois, none at all. It sounds weird.
Why?
Very.
Maybe I'm overthinking. Because when I'm in Jamaica, I feel like it brings out more patois
I never
in
hear
me.
you speak patois. Even Raheem and Raquan, I think, speaks better patois than you.
No, that's a lie.
I'm not joking. Raquan especially. Yeah.
You guys tell me, the viewers, if that was a bad patois accent. Because
they will say yes.
I think it was actually okay. You say you speak patois because you don't sound patois right now. I sound very English
every day.
Then say something in patois.
That's what I'm saying. You can't put me on the spot. It just come out naturally. I talk patois and English at the same time. That's just what I do. I mix it up.
Well, say something.
And that's the
just
same
say
thing I do with my
something.
music.
Just say something.
If I say something now, it will probably sound weird. You see,
you sound kind of English.
If I say something now, I talk patois. Okay?
You're English too.
I talk straight patois.
Okay. But anyway, what's it like being growing up in Jamaica?
What's it like
growing up
in the ghetto?
Just briefly, because we got one last topic.
Growing up in the ghetto in Tivoli Garden, Denham Town, Tivoli, you know, it was the best time of my life. I loved it, but at the same time you hate it too, because you see a lot of stuff that children should not be exposed to. You see man being killed, you see people, like, just the worst of the worst you see in the ghetto. But yeah, it's what made us who we are. And we're humble because we know where we came from. You know, some people,
yeah, I think like
forget where them come from.
Coming from like the ghetto, like, it makes you. Of course, we're not where we want to be, because I feel like I'm making the speech like I'm where I am at now. But I feel like it makes you a lot more like humble, and it makes you like, it makes you want to go and get your goals more.
Yeah,
because. I remember like being in school, in secondary school, and I was like, you know, my friends are English. If they mess up in their SATs and in their GCSEs, like, they can just like live off the council, get a house. But I was like, you know, I'm from Jamaica, and my mom tells me like, you know, you can get deported or something like you're not from this country, and just you're not like these English kids. Like, I just always felt
that's
different.
Good that you thought of that.
So
I never thought of that.
It made me like quickly get into the work. Like, I had to get at least 5 GCSEs
stuff done. Yeah, you
so
want to get your stuff done. I mean, yeah, I
made sure I got those 5 GCSEs because I was like, no, I can't be like them.
I get that, but I wasn't thinking like that at all. I was just like, I never really understood until I was like 18 years old.
Really?
Yeah. I never understood. I thought that I'm here in this country. I'm not lying.
Really?
Yeah, I never understood the system and stuff.
Really?
all of my friends, even just today, I still don't understand this country and their system. Like today, Raheem got a call and his friend said to him, "Oh, I'm getting my college money. My college is paying me money," and I've never heard of that in my life. I've been here for over 20 odd years, and
his college paying him money.
The college pays him
for what?
The college give him money like every Monday. Exactly. We don't know that because we don't grow up with benefits and stuff like that. You know, some people in this country them complain.
They give them complain that
they used to get benefit, like, oh, that's poverty to them. They used to get benefit, but we wasn't allowed to get any benefit. Our mom had to struggle with like 5 different jobs. You know, can't come home, sleeping out, working late, cleaning jobs, one whole heap of stuff, you know. So when they talk about their struggle, to me that struggle is not nothing to what we had to go through, you know, in this country. But yeah, we'll leave that for another day. But growing up in the ghetto, I think it just made me this humble person, you know. I'm gonna appreciate stuff more. Yes, I look at life differently to most people because I know where I come from. Even though some people them come from the ghetto, but yes, them act uptown when them get it, like them feel like say they're better than people. Like, I don't like that.
Yeah. And and it goes back to like you come from the ghetto as well. I feel like you should help women up from the ghetto as well. Like, you know,
go back to what we were saying in the beginning.
Like, it doesn't matter what ghetto it is. It could be the UK ghetto from Peckham or wherever you class the ghetto, because the UK you can have like up and down living in Peckham. Like you can have rich living in Peckham. So I just believe, like, you know, say that you do get money, you should look back to help like the women and the men that where you come from. Don't look back and think, oh, that person is like less than you, because they're not less than you.
Some of them don't even want like say a woman of our color. They don't want their own race. I don't know.
That's a whole different topic.
They don't want the money to come back.
That's a whole different topic.
They don't want the money to come back and circulate in their community. They rather to give it to that woman. I'm not gonna say. They rather to give it to that woman. Most men that get rich, they rather go for a certain type of woman for the money to go back in their community. It's a cycle. You know, so it's not just about
but it's
the woman going back to their ghetto.
You know, some men, they have the money and they was once with like a girl of our complexion, brown in the shade, but and then like sometimes when they get the money, it's like they dip to like someone of like another shade or like stuff like that. But I feel like black people on a whole, I would say black people needs to be a bit more like united in a way, like unite with your own, like, because I see that there's no problem. Black people are so scared to unite with their own. Why are we so scared of each other? Like, look at like the Indians, look at the Chinese, look at all of them. They unite. I'm not saying that there's something wrong completely, but it's not really ideal if like every NBA player that you look at, when you look at who they are with, is somebody of a next descent. Like, what is wrong with your own? Like, love your own. Like, love the person from the ghetto too.
It's just the way the system was set, because they want that money to go back and in their community. They don't want it in ours. So it's kind of hard. This is a very hard topic, and we are going to depend on this forever. So yeah, them need to remember where them come from, because most of them, like the Jamaican artists, them, a lot of them started off with them girl in the ghetto, like, you know, trying with them when they had nothing, but yet still them leave that girl and ganga hype and fine.
Yeah. Oh, and that is just one more thing.
A girl
as well.
Where, you know,
just like
they forget where they were coming from. I don't like stuff like that, and most of them do that. Which artist can you tell me has bring his baby mom or his girlfriend where struggled with him in his downtime to his success? I don't think there's any of them.
Yeah, and I think
Do you know any?
No. LeBron James. LeBron James is the only one I know.
The only people I know where they're with girls like say from the hood and stuff is Waka Flocka. They're with Tommy from the hood, and Little Dirk. Is it Dirk or Little Dirk? Whatever. Him. Those are the only two people that actually find someone in the hood where they came from and bring them up with them. Like, most men look at that as like, no, they're not doing that. Them rather go for a girl where it's gonna take all of their money, all of their
doesn't
wealth,
look like them,
and
doesn't
run.
look like them at all.
Yeah, and not even pretty like them. They don't even have the looks. They rather at the status, as we go back to what we were saying in the beginning.
A basketball player said that having a black woman wasn't like good for his brand.
Exactly.
So I don't know if like a lot of them feel like that. Like,
because it's what
like it makes them off brand. But to me that makes you more on brand, and it makes you more truthful to yourself. Like I feel like that's more like selling yourself.
Is the image.
Selling yourself for money. So I just wanted to quickly say as well that I feel like the people as well that say that they have money and status, and they go into, most of them, there's a lot of them with black women. We're not saying that, but there's a lot of them as well that's not with black women too.
Majority is not.
Yeah, majority is not, and it's just being truthful, because when you say the truth, people like to say, oh no, do you not see that this person has a black wife, this person, like, they don't want to see the truth. Like, why does people want to be so blinded? But let me just say my point.
Okay, sorry, go
because on. I just want to say my point about the girls, like specifically the men with money. I believe that some of them, like, they like to use black women sexually and not sexually, like in ways like they rather use a black woman and then they want their prize to be someone who's non-black. And I was just anticipating that, and I was thinking like them
hard-earned money and everything with
everything like
that
to someone that's not their race.
They're brainwashed.
Yeah, they must be being brainwashed, because I was thinking like black women as well need to be smart as well, because and black men needs to support black women, because I don't know, I just see, I'm someone, I observe. A lot of people might think that I don't speak a lot and that I'm quiet or something, but I just observe and I see like,
that's me.
Wait, I can see who you really are, because you're trying to use black women and disrespect black women. When black women, we're a gift from God. That's what they need to know, you know. Don't play with us. We're a gift from God, and we're to be treasured. But a lot of black men, I don't know if it's because they grew up, some of them, they don't have their mom in their house as well, and then they don't see a good image of a black woman. But they use black women a lot and degrade them. Oh my God, talk about degrading black women. Sometimes what they expect of black women to do, like they want to make black women be some sluts and hoes.
And put them in the video
when we're royalty and we're queens,
the nastiest of the nastiest.
I don't like that type of image. And then sometimes black women, when someone pushes, that's about having that positive mentality of who you are as a black woman. Because if you get pushed and say black women is all about sex and sex appeal, then that's the type of image we have as a black woman. But doesn't mean that you're to disrespect a black woman just because she's sexy and she's curvaceous. Because I think like sometimes when you have that big curves and big hips and big breasts, it's like a lot of times you can be disrespected. Of course, black women need to work on what they wear sometimes, but it's still like, you know, you should respect black women, and black men need to respect black men too.
So that's just it.
But yeah, that was the podcast. That was the first episode. Well, it's not the first episode because I've done this from like long time ago. I have, if you can check on my Spotify as well, Pretty with a Purpose. You can check on Apple Music, Pretty with a Purpose, my affirmations and stuff like that. But this is just, I have a podcast on Spotify as well. Do you know that? I have a podcast on Spotify.
Like talking?
Yeah,
I think so.
Pretty with a Purpose. I have a podcast like talking about you creating your reality. So next time we're gonna talk about like growing up being Rastas, basically growing up with Rasta parents, and you know, we living that life to this day, even though we don't have locks on our head. I hope you guys like the topics that we talked about. Leave any comments of what you guys feel like, but we're gonna end it off with a Psalms, and we're gonna end it off with an encouraging word. I just want to shout out Makeup by Fenty Beauty. I want to shout out my skincare by CW Beauty. So if you want to have clear, even skin, we're both wearing CW Beauty. She's an artist.
Yo, 1 me a bum, 2 me a bum, 3, 4 me a bum, down the place bum. When I touch road, me have the whole place a bum, boom, boom, boom. 1 me a bum, 2 me a bum, boom, 3, 4 me a bum, down the place bum. Pretty with a purpose, make the whole place a bum, boom, boom, boom. Yes, it's your girl Yeshi Renee in the building, and with the earpon Pretty with a Purpose. And yes, people, just remember, the stone which the builder refused shall become the headstone of the corner. So just go and work hard and do what you're doing. Don't let nobody make you feel like because of where you are, you're not gonna be successful. Just keep working at your goal. Yes.
Yeah, I'll put the Psalms as well for that. When I edit the video, I'll put it in. And we have an encouraging word, and the word for today is don't stop being who you are. Always be yourself. Don't stop shining your light no matter what circumstances you're in. That could be you could be in the ghetto, you could be around posh people, you could be around people that you never thought that you would be around. But don't stop being who you are and being your authentic self, because I believe that being who you truly are is going to get you to where you need to be. So yeah,
100%.
Keep on being yourself and know that you create your own reality, and it's Pretty with a Purpose. We'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.
Mwah.